Okay, guys, let me explain. So, yeah, we're not doing a live today, but it is going to be a premiere. Okay, we are premiering this video, and this is definitely going to be just as good as me going on live. Before we get into anything, though, like, hey, how y'all doing? It's your boy Dan Green here with another Let's Chat pre-record. Call it what you will. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm gonna still do lives, right? Like I'm gonna still do lives with my panel discussions and when I collabs and maybe even with like interviews and stuff like that. But I don't know when I get into the topics and stuff like that. I want everything to be fleshed out. I don't want like I feel like being live is so distracting. I don't know if there's any creators that watch my videos that also do their own type of content creating. Like sometimes when you're on live and being a smaller creator, just always having to look at that number to see how many people is on and it just distracts from your whole me personally. It just distracts from everything. Maybe if I had, the numbers that I wanted, maybe it'll be different. I don't know, chat. I don't even want to think about that. But I find it being on live is very nerve wracking. So I think doing pre-records and premiering them is going to be the next wave. I never wanted you guys to get used to the lives anyway, because I was gonna scrap the lives anyway when I relaunched the podcast. But look, it's gonna give that same effect. Okay, it's gonna give the same effect and even more now that I can, properly flesh out what I need to talk about when we get into these topics. So do that what you will. So you already know what it is. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, why not? Come on, we need to get these subscribers up, honey. Make sure you're watching the full video because I am trying to get these watch time hours up. YouTube is killing me right now. Yeah, we're literally almost there, honey. We're literally almost there. And it's going to take its ever living time because you know how YouTube is, child. The algorithm be algorithming. So please be sure that you're watching most of the video and come back. If I understand these videos are quite lengthy, stop the video, come back, and get yourself situated, and then, come back to the show and see what I got to say after, with certain topics, or watch some of the highlights because I know I'm going to clip some of these topics and put them in other videos and stuff like that. But you guys have been doing well. You guys are doing well. I'm not like my listeners. I love y'all so much. We are growing every day. And thank you so much for supporting me. And that's my only shame. Look, I'm gonna stop the shameless plugging. So yeah, I mean, nothing really happened this week. I'm just chilling. I tried to go car hunting today, child. Trying to find a car, child, because it's definitely very much overdue. I had this damn license for 4 years. Have not had my own car. So I was going out. I did a couple test drives. Didn't really like what I was offered, so we're still on the hunt or whatever. But it is what it is. I need to save my money anyway. So I think this was the universe telling me that, hey, save your money, honey. Save your money for a better day. Okay, because you're gonna find a better car if you put up for it. Because I was trying to get look. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no fake bitch. I was trying to get me like a little $2,000 car. I'm not gonna hold you. I was trying to get me like a little $2,000 car that's gonna give me the point A to point B. But when you get them damn $2,000 cars, them shits you gotta work on it. And when you work on it, you might as well be spending almost $4,000 trying to fix it. So I'm gonna up the range of where I need to be. Like I want to get like a $5,000 car. I think a $5,000 car should be fine. It should suffice. The cars that I was looking at that's in the range that I was trying to get with is just it was not for me. It was not for me. But in other good news, it's finally sweater weather. I know I'm wearing a shirt right now because it's always hot in my room, but when I went outside and it was so chilly, I was like, oh my goodness, we finally got the fall. Because I'm a fall baby. I was born in the fall. I love the fall. I love coldness. I love fall and Halloween and all that stuff, right? So that's coming up real soon. My birthday's coming up too. And I love the sweater weather, honey. Love me some sweater weather. Okay, now let's get into some hot topics. You know me, I like to get right into it. So without further ado, I wanted to start by talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer series because, first of all, this damn series surprised me because, first of all, y'all gonna have him play that. Y'all gonna have him play Jeffrey. Why? Y'all know people. Y'all know people is about to sexualize the out of this damn person. Like, do y'all? And then Ryan Murphy's doing it. Ryan Murphy is behind this damn film. Like, and I already seen it. It's not on Twitter because Twitter has a little bit of decorum. It's really on Facebook. Like, I'm looking at stuff like, oh, he could have bought me for $2. We have to have some decorum, child. We gotta have some damn decorum. And learn your damn history because do you know what this man did? Like, this man, not only did he SA people and unalive them, cut them up, and fucking ate them. Like, I mean, I don't even know why we even having this. I don't even know why. Like, I felt like the documentary it sufficed. Like, it was enough. Why are we making a film? Look, honey. I definitely seen like 2 episodes of it. When I tell you, yeah, it's a bit graphic. They haven't gone in just yet, and I'm not gonna spoil anything because for the people that watch this video that are interested in watching it, the first 2 episodes were kind of mild, but I think that we're all expecting the worst. So it's like, while we're watching it, it's like, oh my goodness, like, is he gonna pull out the knife here? Is he gonna, when is he gonna do the thing? Like, and it's just like, it's so weird. It's so weird. And Netflix being behind it, there's a lot of people that's complaining about this, people that's saying that they're not gonna watch it for the very reason that it's just trauma porn, which to a certain extent, Netflix is going to have to address that. Like, they have a lot of shows on their roster that is nothing but trauma. And it's like, at one point, okay, you were trying to tell a story. You were trying to spread awareness of things. But now it's getting to a point where it's just like, it's getting weird. It's getting like, this show better be a limited series, first of all. It better be a limited series. It better not be, oh, we about to give y'all 4 seasons and then no, we not doing that. This needs to be a one and done season. Who asked for this? But like I said, I've talked to a lot of people about this, and yeah, we have a real big problem. I mean, we have a little fixation on true crime stories. Let's be clear. American culture, like true crime stories, it's all I think they have a whole channel dedicated to it. Like, people are really into this genre, which is kind of weird. It is weird, but art has to art. People have to make people have to make everything into a damn movie. Child, what they gonna do Ted Bundy next? Child, they gonna do like I don't know. I mean, I'm on the 2nd episode. I think that it's just a little. I don't know. It's a little racy. If it gets too bad, I'm a stop. Like, I'm a stop. If it gets to the point where like we're actually showing everything, like, then that's when I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna be okay. All right, I'm about to go. I'm about to see y'all later, honey. See y'all later. I can't watch this. It's too much. Hopefully they don't go all the way in. I don't think they will. Netflix is a little conservative when it comes to that. Now, if this was on HBO, shit, we probably would have seen it all, child. No one damn near HBO, and they probably would have had Sam Levinson do this shit. It would have been Euphoria serial killer version. Okay, child. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Are you gonna watch this? Have you watched it already? What was your thoughts? Is this gonna be like, should this have been done or not? Tell me what you think in the comments. I'll move on. Now, I wanted to talk about Dababy. Dababy, he always seems to come out of the woodwork when it's time to, really gain any type of relevancy, Dababy knows exactly what to do now. But this is what his career has become now. He literally has become just this person that says these polarizing things for attention and to spike numbers in whatever project that he's dropping. So he did drop a surprise album on Friday. Looking it up right now. It's called Baby on Baby 2. And in one of the songs in question, child, Boogeyman, he made some lines. I'm trying to figure out where those lines were, child, so I can get it word for word. Yeah, he said, you play with me, that ish was childish. The day before, she said that Tory Lane shot her. I was effing on Meg Thee Stallion. So basically, he said days before Meg Thee Stallion got shot, he had a way with her. And he also said something about Partisan too. What was the part he said about Partisan? I'm looking at the shade room, child. Dababy takes shots at Meg Thee Stallion and Partisan. Fontaine had her pretty boyfriend tweeting me, ready to die about that, be like a coward. So like he's taking shots at Party, Megan's boyfriend, at this point. And it's just like it's looking like a cry for help. Like it really is. Like we understand that he's not. He has the career, and I said this on my Insta story. Not Insta. I keep on saying Insta story. I said this on my YouTube short. Like he literally has the career of Fetty Wap essentially, and he's trying to find any type of lane to start some drama or speculate things and stuff like that. And my thing is, this is like, ain't nobody cared if y'all had sex. Y'all probably did. I mean, y'all celebrities have sex. It. I don't know. I mean, it's just it's so embarrassing now. It's so embarrassing watching him still continue to try to have a career at this point. Like at this point, sir, you might as well start a podcast. And I'm not the type to try to get people, because we don't need no more celebrities on podcasting right now. We don't need more celebrities doing podcasting. Okay, this was started by nobodies. Okay, but at this point, you gotta find something else. Cause this ain't working. And you got them same ass cadence and flows on your damn song and your music. It's the same thing. You're packaging the same music, and it's starting to really show. And that's why you need to bring up a Meg Thee Stallion or a Party right now, because you ain't relevant right now. You lost the limelight when you said what you said. First of all, at the Rolling Loud, like. It's your time. But see, the thing about it is, I don't even think it had to do with the Rolling Loud. At this point, it, like I said before, like the same cadence and flow. Like your music is not evolving. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think an artist that is iconic and it has longevity in their career is an artist that is versatile, an artist that changes something. Change the theme. Ain't anybody saying talk about the earth or anything like that, but change the way you talk about it. I don't know. Do something else, because it's just not working. And this drama shit, honey, it's just not working. I don't know. I think he need a child. He need to take a break. Now he needs to sit back and reflect on where he's at in this industry and figure out what his next move is going to be, because this music making, I mean, the surprise album, I do love when artists do like a surprise album, because it's not like, and the artwork on the art album looks pretty good too. I'm gonna give prop when it's due. I haven't listened to the album yet, but just that song that he was talking about, Meg, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like every other song, but not sure about this one. I don't think this is gonna do well, child. To be honest, to be real honest with you, I don't see it doing well. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I mean, y'all gonna be listening to Dababy's album, child? Have y'all listened to it already? Is it good? Tell me, child. I might flip through some songs, child, when I get off this damn I was about to call it a podcast. This ain't no podcast. It's just a regular me just giving y'all topics. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I really was a fan of Dababy too. Like his music really did dunk. Like it really, to me, so a lot of his songs in the beginning were really good, but it started to sound the same. And then the situation that Rolling Loud happened, and he just left a bad taste in my mouth, to be honest. And it's, I'm not the only one that feels like this, but I don't know. So I'm talking about Meg. Everybody want to talk about Meg right now. Like everybody want to invoke her in things, and she's just trying to make her music and keep it pushing. Like I really do not get what is going on, but everybody just want to bring up Meg and talk about how they did this with her or how she did this to me and this, that, and the third, child. It's getting tiring and old. What's gonna be the next thing? You gonna talk about what you had sex with this person, child? Okay, I don't know what we supposed to do with that information, but okay, thank you. I'll be like, we're all gonna buy it. Thank you. Anyway, I want to move on and talk about something a little bit more lighthearted before we get to the mess. Beyonce. So we found out that she will be doing Summer Renaissance. Okay, she's giving us some Summer Renaissance. So we found out that Beyonce will be touring in the summer. Okay, so, well, let's be clear. This is not confirmed. We haven't had any tour dates. She hasn't posted anything. Far as, I mean, she posted like the Cuff It. This is like Cuff It season or whatever, and she posted like a bunch of people doing like dances to her song. But I mean, there is word that she will be doing a tour in the summer for her Renaissance album. When I have to be there. Like I've never wanted to be at a concert more than now. Like the way Beyonce has a chokehold on everybody, like for real. Like, and let me tell you something. I'm a barb first. I have to. Every time I get up on here and say like I'm a barb, I have to remind y'all that I'm a barb first. But let me tell you something. When Beyonce moves lately, I've been up in arms, up in freaking arms. Okay, so yeah, I have to hear this album in person. Like I have to be there. I will probably either get the orchestra seats or the damn stage seats, and I'm willing to pay over $500 for these tickets too, because I need to see this damn album in action. This was one of her greatest albums. I know someone made a post on TikTok talking about like, oh, is this her greatest? And a lot of people was like, oh well, I don't want to say greatest or whatever. This was her greatest, and I can now say that after it's been like 2 months since this album came out. This is her greatest album. This is her greatest album. Nobody wants to say it, but I'm going to say it because it is the truth. Like, this is her greatest album. Or one of her greatest albums, right? I'm going to have to see this. I'm going to have to see this. Okay. I ain't never been to no Beyonce concert before in my life. I ain't never had the money because, she real pricey. But we gonna make that shit work. Now that I found out, and get this for my Klarna girlies, my quad pay girlies, Ticketmaster does quad pay. Y'all better get on that. Y'all better get on that shit, because I know I am. Hell. Anyways, and more news on Beyonce. I seen the clip of a podcast. These white girls, child. Don't know their names. Am not going to look up their names, but they have a podcast that's apparently popular. And the girl was trying to compare Beyonce to Lady Gaga. She tried to sit there and say that Gaga's more iconic than Beyonce, and I'm like, bitch, where? Like how? In what way? What aspect? And don't get me confused. I was a Lady Gaga fanatic back in the day. She is iconic. But can't both of them be iconic at the same damn time? Why one got to be more iconic than the other? Mind you, Beyonce been around since the damn 90s. She's been iconic for about 3 decades. Let me see. Early 2000s. The 2010s. Okay, I mean, the end of the 90s and then some. Okay, so I would say about 3 decades. She's been relevant for that long. Maybe not 3 decades. Maybe like 2.5 decades. You know my math. I'm not good at math. But she's been iconic for that long. She's been out there and doing the damn thing for that long. Gaga, her run, and I'm not saying her run is over, but she's doing movies now. She's not doing music right now. Like, her run was only the 2010s era. Like, that whole set. Like, and she barely was. She was in it the first 5 years of the 2010s decade, but like afterwards, we got like 2 lackluster albums after that. After Art Pop, we had Art Pop that didn't do well. Joanne, Chromatica. Like, how, every album that Beyonce came out with, I mean, it was smash hit. It was a hit. It was a hit. You hear what I'm saying? Like, you can say 4 was a flop album. A lot of people said that in the beginning, but like, it came to, I mean, it's one of her most iconic albums. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people associate Beyonce with 4. So you can do with that what you will, and you can say that it's a flop if not. But I personally, I don't think 4 is a flop. I think it may have flopped in the beginning, but we're gonna talk about longevity. 4 is a real popular album of Beyonce's. Other than that, all of her other albums did what it was supposed to do. Now, I didn't like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like The Gift that much, like The Lion King, all that African stuff, child. I mean, I love, the motherland and all that, but wasn't my cup of tea. But other than that, Beyonce's iconic. Like, what people, I think people, they go out their way to try to prove that Beyonce is overrated when y'all could just say the music is just not for me. I think if people just go in and just say that the music is just not for me, but you ain't gonna sit there and say that somebody's overrated. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's artists that music is not for me. Like, for example, and don't come at me if I got any Carrie people up in here, Mariah Carey's. I don't really mess with Mariah Carey like that. I got a couple songs on there. I like her "Oh Holy Night" off the Christmas album, and a couple other songs. Not really a big fan of hers. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit there and say that she's overrated. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and say that her music is not good. Like, who am I? You get what I'm saying? Music is just not for me. Most of the music is just not for me. That's just my thing. Okay. People need to really understand the difference. Okay. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. But I will definitely be at that concert. I don't know if I want to go to the Philly one or the New York one. Probably gonna be Philly because Philly's close. But I don't know. Philly, it be packed in Philly, child. And she, Beyonce, I don't know. I don't know which one I'm gonna go to, but I'm gonna go to it, honey. I'm gonna definitely Klarna the hell out that shit because I want the damn front row. I'm gonna be in that damn front row. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the mess, child. So this is a topic that's been going on this week, concerning Erica Banks, child, and her stupid ass rant. And I think it's so ironic, and I'll talk about how this topic is so ironic. But somebody in her close friends list on Instagram exposed a post that she made where she talked about how she likes to curate who she wants to bring to the club. Like, she, you got to be cute, you got to know how to dress, you can't be skinny, you got to be thick, this, that, and the third. And a lot of people felt a way about it. And a lot of people, I'm giving her grace right now because I'm choosing to actively use this picture with her that shows her in the best light. But like, people was putting up some pictures of you, honey, and it just was not looking good. I'm like, honey, you ain't got no type of authority to request that you need to be around people that look good when you looking like you looking. And the part of me that thinks it's so ironic is because, like, you worried about how your friends look, but your friends is throwing your ass under the bus. Because that was a close friend's post. Like, that was not meant for us to see, but somebody screen recorded it and gave it to the blogs. Like, you so worried about how your friends look, you not even knowing if they really your friend. And that's why I think that she's a clown and she's, essentially just embarrassing. Very embarrassing. I mean, and then her doubling down, saying that, oh, well, that's just my opinion, talking about preferences and I'm not discriminative or body shaming or coming for skinny people. I got skinny people in my music videos. Like, it's giving very much, I'm not a body shamer. I got skinny friends. Like, I got a skinny best friend. Like, girl. And I think that we're in this society where, yeah, I mean, people are really shallow like that. Like, it used to be like, it really was like, okay, people that are into dating and stuff like that, like, they have to, like, the person has to be attractive and stuff like that. Like, that's you know, give or take. But now it's to the point where it's like, bitch, you can't be ugly and be my friend. Like, you gotta be cute. You gotta know how to dress, this, that, and the third. Like, what? It's this society that we live in is so fucking shallow, and people are just picking like, okay, this person's cute, so he has to be my friend. But like, lo and behold, these people probably not really your friend, and it's probably using your ass or whatever the case is. I don't know. I mean, I feel like for me, I don't have a requirement on how my friend should look when we go into the club. But maybe if you really was a good friend, if you feel like they can't dress, you know, dress them up. Like, be like, oh, don't wear this, wear this. Like, you know, trying to, you know, make sure they look good or whatever, if that's the case. But like, don't be like, okay, you can't come out with me because you don't know how to dress. Like, that's just, it's like, it's mean girl shit. It's just like, and somebody said this on TikTok too. They said literally like, can y'all girls really get out of the whole mean girl phase? Y'all pushing 30. Trying to be a damn mean girl. Like, y'all want to be Regina George so bad. Like, and y'all pushing 40. Try not up to age. But I don't know how old this girl is, but it's just, it's meathead mentality. And, you know, I've always felt like Erica Banks just was, something ain't working up here, and she's just a dodo bird to me. And like I said, that's great value, Megan Thee Stallion, child. That's I don't expect nothing less from a child. Let's get into it. But that's what she said, and a lot of people are saying that, you know, a lot of people, and I agree, if this was like the other way around, and let's say a skinny person said, well, you know, my friends, they can't be around, I can't go out with fat people, you know what I'm saying, or people that's thick, or I need skinny people, it'd be a different conversation. You know, fat shaming, and that is true. And I'm a big person, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand now, because body shaming is universal. It's not just for people that's big. It's for people that's skinny. You get what I'm saying? Like, people that's skinny get body shamed. And I would never say that. I could never be like, oh, I can't have, no, fuck them skinny bitches. I know back in the day I was like that too, because, you know, with the whole Anaconda Nikki thing, fuck them skinny bitches. But you know, when you grow up, okay, and you understand things as an adult, and understand that people are shamed for however they look, to sit there and be like, oh, I can't have no skinny people around. If somebody says I don't want no fat person around, or I don't want no thick person, everybody's up in arms. So there is a little bit of double standard. I'll say that. But tell me what you think about this. This was definitely a good conversation starter this week. I know it's kind of old, but I wanted to put my little 2 cents into it. You know. Anyway, let's move on, child. I gotta talk about DJ Akademiks and his dumb ass. This, you know. This motherfucker. Okay. So he gets on his little platform or whatever, because, you know, he does his little lives or Twitches or whatever you want to, I don't know what the hell you want to call that shit. But he talks about older rappers, and he says essentially that, you know, a lot of these older rappers are broke and dusty, and that they're not pioneers of hip hop. To which LL Cool J made his video talking about, you know, in response to what he had to say, and rightfully so, like, you literally wouldn't have a career if us broken dusties didn't pave the way. Like, if there wasn't for these old rappers that you talk about, there would not be hip hop today. You wouldn't have you would be talking about fucking heavy metal and freaking pop music. You get what I'm saying? Like, there wouldn't be rappers that are making millions of dollars if it wasn't for the ones that had to pave the way. And I love what LL Cool J said in regards to, there was no plan for us. Like, we literally came in the game. There was nothing like this. There was no genre like hip hop. They didn't give us a 10-year plan. They didn't give us the funding and the backing or whatever that these labels do now. And they were shady as hell back then too, because there was a lot of shady business going on with the labels when it came to like 360 deals and stuff like that. So it was a different time. And of course, these people, they didn't make the money that was definitely earned, like a LL Cool J or whoever else you want to talk about. So to sit on your platform as a hip hop correspondent, as a hip hop commentator that is supposed to know this shit, you get out your mouth and say that they're not pioneer. Fuck saying that they're broke, whatever. Fine. Okay, you want to shit on them because they broke? Fine. But to say that they're not pioneers, it's stupid. Like, it's complete malarkey. Like, it I don't know, child. I seriously don't know. I don't know. They give any and everybody a platform when they say a lot of buzzwords, and DJ Akademiks is known for saying things that's completely outlandish, completely wrong, false, fraudulent, and you guys will eat it up because he's, essentially like dog whistling everything that people say on the internet. Toxic people. He's not smart. Like, he's not, like, it's kind of embarrassing that we have hip hop commentators that speak, and he has all the success that he had with his run of whatever he does. I wonder how Joe Budden feels about it, because I know he's friends with Joe Budden. Like, how does he feel about this? Because he's an old rapper. You get what I'm saying? Like, he was not during those times, but he definitely was a rapper back in the day. Like, it's just weird. He's very much, it's word vomit when it comes to DJ Akademiks, and he does not think before he talks. And I think that has to do with like the whole thing of being on live, and the reason why I'm kind of not on live either, because I feel like when you're live and you see that numbers are going up, numbers are fluctuating, and I'm not trying to say that this is how DJ, because look, he has a lot of following. Okay, so he doesn't have to worry about views, but I can understand how I want to get 10K people up in here. I want to get 20K people up in here. Let me say the most outlandish, stupidest shit that's going to get people, that's going to draw people's attention. I was just talking about this with another creator. It's just like, drama is what sells on social media. That's what keeps people on social media, drama. And I think that he's doing all this. I don't even think some of these creators, I really be thinking like they don't believe the things that they say. I could never be like that. I can never. And if I do, if I start to look like I'm being like that, please, subscribers, hold me the fuck accountable. Okay, curse me out in this damn comments. You got my absolute permission. I can never talk about things that I just do not think is true. Just for some buzzwords, just so it can get put on the shade room and everybody reposted it and stuff. I'm too real for that shit. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm too real to be talking about some dumb shit like that. So, DJ Akademiks, your ass. Anyway, when are they gonna start holding him accountable? Okay. Now, one last topic I wanted to get into was this. It's a TikTok conversation. Okay, so but I'm gonna dumb it down for the YouTube people that's not abreast of what's going on or what's been happening. But it has gotten kind of viral, right? So this creator, Dre Brown, is a very popular TikTok creator. His whole shtick is essentially learning how, or teaching people how to navigate in the corporate America space. Okay, so he had a corporate job, and he, talks about his experiences and what he did and what he's essentially denied, and said, hey, I'm doing it this way, how to speak to your boss, how to do what and what have you in the corporate space, right? Very informative. I'm gonna be real honest, I didn't like his content. I never really did I couldn't get into just the way he did his content. And looking back in retrospect, because he had to address everybody because he's received backlash, and we'll get into that. it was a satire. I mean, most of his stuff was skits. It was for play. Like it was supposed to be funny. He was supposed to sound like that, right? It just didn't land to me because sometimes when it comes to people on social media, when they have these little personalities, you think that it's really them, like that's how they are. But they're just, not saying he's a troll or anything like that, but he has a way of, he has an opinion on certain things that a lot of people find problematic, or now people find problematic now, because his stuff has never changed. Like his content has always been the content that you guys are now hating on. Now, my thing is this, like I said, never was into his stuff. Every time I see his stuff on the FYP or on the Explore page, not interested, keep going. Okay. Now, he has received a ton of backlash. And it's because of some posts that he made. One post in particular that was really popular was when he essentially was talking about like how when you're going out with your friends and it's your birthday, you should pay, like in his words, you should pay the entire bill in totality. Like, you know what I'm saying? How he gets in his little voices or whatever. Now, a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people, they stitched this video. They were like, "Oh, I don't like this, and you're wrong, and this is not how you make good friends, and friends split the bill, this, that, and the third." Everybody had their own little opinion. At the end of the day, I didn't like the video either. I thought the video was just a little, okay, like, okay, you pay the bill, child. Good luck. I mean, you got it, honey. You got it. Shoot, let me be your friend. Look, child, we go to every spot. Okay, let's be very clear. But no, I mean, we split the bill here. I mean, I think to each his own. To be honest, on that subject, I think to each his own. I also feel like this topic, I mean, this is the video. This was literally the video that really sent the internet on fire, because not only did this trend on TikTok, but this was on a lot of platforms. A lot of platforms were a lot of blogs and stuff like that. Like I think the Neighborhood Talk said something about this, and they posted his video, but like they posted people's responses of it because he had, like I said, he had a ton of backlash. So at first, like I said, I didn't like this. I don't really like this creator that much, and seeing him finally get, held accountable for a moment was kind of fun to watch. I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't no fake bitch. It was quite comical, right? But then it started to really bother me though. Like some of the critiques really just didn't sit well with me. Okay, because and this goes into a lot of things. But one thing that I know for sure, there was this TikTok creator that talked about his videos and how, like, a lot of people are starting to be taken back by him because of his come up, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, he has a new apartment. He's in LA. He's essentially become an influencer, like a real big popular influencer right now. So, he's reaping the benefit of what he started on TikTok and stuff like that. And a lot of people are not, he's no longer relatable to some people like he was before. And the TikToker was talking about like how, you have to really, like, sometimes a lot of people, and somebody in their comments was talking about like sometimes when you have wealth, you got to hide it because people get a little crab in the bucket mentality. And she was insinuating that people are like essentially jealous of how he came up, and he's no longer relatable because he essentially came up. Now, that's here nor there. I'm not going to completely disagree with that, because it's definitely some truth to it. It's definitely a lot of people, and I'm talking to the creators. I'm not talking to the people, right? I'm never talking to y'all. You get what I'm saying? Y'all are, the general public is going to have their opinions on things. That's just it. My response is to like creators. A lot of creators that had things to say about him, in which some that are my mutuals on TikTok, they said what needed to be said. Okay. Some of the stuff on there was needed to be said, but I think when we continue to dogpile, that's where I had the issue. And I think that, I'm going off the rail, child, because I don't even know where I am with my notes. But I really think that TikTok has this thing, right, where and I said this on my TikTok on TikTok, like, when it's time to shit on a creator, everybody jump on the bandwagon. Like it's given very much meat riding. It's given very much, I want to be relevant in this situation, so let me bring my little take into it. And what it sounds like, everybody is saying the same damn thing, just a different person. It's one thing that, okay, if you want to add on to this conversation of, holding him accountable, like bring up something else. Do y'all have something else? Y'all say the same thing. It's almost word for word. And that's why I have issues with TikTok. I know I'm a TikToker, I do this, right? I'm a podcaster first. Okay. And a lot of people, they get on that app and they say a lot of things. They say a lot of buzzwords, and it feeds the narrative or whatever they're trying to say. But it's no nuance to the conversation. Y'all all are just dogpiling on this creator, and I'ma say it's low key cyberbullying, because y'all made him have to respond, because he did like a 3-minute response or whatever, and y'all still came for him because he was in a Versace robe doing it. Like, I mean, what you want him to do? Wear a damn white beater while he apologized to y'all? Like, it is a little bit of entitlement. Like, it's a little bit of entitlement where you have to feel like you feel the need to tone police people. And that's why I have issues with these call out TikTokers. Like, they have this need to, you need to be humble. You need to do this. You can't be talking about this and this, that, and the third. Some of the critiques are valid. Like, one critique was that he's the type to tell people you can't, like, he teaches people to not like take the shit from these corporate bosses and stuff like that. Like, essentially like fight back, right? But knowing you really can't do that in my predicament, if I'm in corporate America and I fight back on my boss, I'm fired. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the luxury that he has. So what he's teaching people, I can understand where people are saying it's kind of like misguided, and it could cause a lot of people to get fired from their jobs, which is not what you want. I get that, but the whole humble talk and he's always saying this, and then people bringing up like old videos. And my thing is this, like, y'all are bringing up these old videos. A lot of people are now, they done passed the damn dinner video. They going back to old videos back in the day of him saying whatever he was saying. And now y'all have an issue with him. Just like y'all ain't had an issue when he said it in the first place. Like, people are just literally going to his page nitpicking. Oh, let me stitch this, let me stitch that, and people are still talking about it. And hell, maybe I'm adding on to it because I'm making content out of this subject too. Whatever. I'm just saying that y'all just sound like y'all just be meat riding. A lot of people on TikTok be meat riding, and I'm sorry, it's some people that's on TikTok that are my mutuals that be doing that shit. And child, I be wanting to clear them out. Not clear them out as in addressing them, but like, unfollow, mute. Like, because it's so fake. Like, it's so fake and it's so forced. I'm looking at some of the comments. I'm not getting a little bit of pushback on, because I made a video about this first and I said I was going to talk about this on YouTube. So here we are. But like, a lot of people are agreeing with me. There's some people that are saying, oh, well, no, like he's this and this, that, and the third. I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's not that deep. That video, that's the video that y'all chose to cancel him for. It's not that deep. Okay, pay for your damn, split the bill or pay the bill. Okay, it's not like it. I don't know. I mean, I feel for him in a certain, and this is so weird for me saying this because I don't really like this creator that much, but like, I feel for him in the fact that, like, hell, what if I became like a big, influencer or something like that? If, we manifest and everything. But like, if I say a wrong take, am I going to be burnt at the stake? Like, it's giving very much Salem witch trials. Like, before you say a bad take, somebody calls you out on it and it's over, right? You get a bad take now, people want you to address it. They want you to recant your statement. It's like a whole scandal. Like, he goddamn, like it's giving almost like he did something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what he's going through with this situation. I have an idea because I remember shit. And this is before I'm not even popped off yet. But I got backlash over some shit that I said before, calling Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man, black. When people was trying to call me racist for erasing his Latin ethnicity. which honey, we're talking about race. We're not talking about ethnicity. But now everybody calling Miles Morales black. It's so funny how, and that was my little thing. I called Miles Morales black because, see, the thing about it was, though, a lot of people was complaining because, child, let me bring it up old shit, but I'm going to do it. So the thing was, a lot of people were complaining that the animators for the Into the Spider-Verse 2, like they're making a second movie for it, like his hair is like not 4C. They kind of lighten the skin a little bit. And I essentially said, I don't know why they're doing this. You got to stop the erasure. And at the end of the day, y'all need to understand that Miles Morales is black. When I tell you, I had so much hate, so much, you're a racist, you're erasing his Latin ethnicity, and I'm like, who said that? Who's erasure, honey? Miles Morales is black, and now looking back, every time someone brings that up, they always say that he's black. Now I'm like, you got to be, sometimes as a creator, you got to be the sacrificial lamb of things, and I'm not gonna make it too much about me. But all I know is I think that this call out culture that's on TikTok is so corny. It's so okay. I need to find something to talk about because I'm running out of ideas. Let me call out this creator, and it usually starts off with one big TikTok creator says, okay, this person needs to be held accountable. Then everybody else on the damn app follows suits and be like, yep, he ain't shit either. And this, that, and the third. And also this and that. Like, and then everybody talks about it. By the end of the week, like, it's so oversaturated and so annoying that I keep on seeing this. Like, child, y'all need to learn how to press not interested and keep swiping. That's all to it. And that's really all I got to say about this situation. That's all I got for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm definitely going to cut a couple of these clips for the, because I know some of y'all like to watch my stuff separately. But, thank you so much for kicking it with me, and I'll see you guys next Friday. All right, bye.